Today I'm going to cover a question that I get quite a bit in the comments section, and that is, how much alcohol will I get from my run? And this will vary. It might be, how much alcohol can I get from a 10-gallon still, or how much alcohol will I get from 5 gallons of wash? But it's all the same question, so let's get into it. Now, to get the answer to this question, we're going to have to do a couple of calculations. The first thing we're going to have to do is calculate the ABV of the wash. We're going to have to calculate the volume of pure alcohol that's in the wash, and then we will be able to calculate the anticipated yield. So the formula to calculate your ABV is the original gravity minus the final gravity times 131.25. And it's pretty simple, but when you're starting the fermentation process is when you take your original gravity reading before you pitch your yeast. And we're just going to make up a number. We're going to say our original gravity is 1.060, and this is your final gravity. And we're going to finish this one all the way out to 1. We'll do the math. 1.060 minus 1 is 0.060. And we'll multiply that. And I'll do the math on the computer. And so that once we multiply this number and this number, we get 7.875. So now we know that our ABV is 7.875. Now let's put the next formula on the board. Now we need to calculate the volume of the pure alcohol that's in the wash. And so how we do that is that we just simply multiply the volume times the ABV percentage. And remember, you have to multiply it by the percentage, not just multiply the number without the percentage. You'll get the wrong number if you do that. So let's just say we've got 10 gallons of wash. We're just going to multiply that by 7.875%. That is going to give us 0.7875 gallons. Now that's pure alcohol. Now we've got one more calculation to make, and that'll tell us how much yield we can expect. Now, I know this seems like it takes a really long time just to calculate this out, but it really doesn't. I'm just taking it step by step. But once you've done it a few times, it's not that hard. Plus, I'm working on some downloads where you can download all of these formulas, and we'll have that out before too long. I'll let you guys know if you want to download a PDF printable version of all of these formulas. So anyway, this is really easy. So we've got the volume of pure alcohol. So we had 0.7875 gallons. We're going to divide that by the target ABV. So what kind of proof are you going to end up with? What kind of ABV are you going to try to end up with at the end of this process? After you've ran it through the still, after you've proofed everything down, where are you going to try to be? For math, we're going to make it easy. We're going to say we're going to shoot for 100 proof. Once we've blended everything and proofed everything down, 100 proof is what we're after. And that is 50% ABV. After you do the math, that comes out to 1.575 gallons of 100 proof. Now, the truth is, you're almost always going to get a little less because you very rarely are going to be able to strip all the alcohol out of your still when you make your run. So 1.5 gallons on a 10-gallon batch, not that bad at all.